ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸರ್ CA ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಲಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಾಲಿಡೇ ಕೂಡ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಲಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, in ಮುಂದೆ you will be getting law classes videos continuously after this session. Andre daily 1-2 videos will be there which will give you knowledge about CA foundation law. CA foundation law with Kannada explanation ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, maximum English ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಲಾ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಲಾ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಓದಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಲಾ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಪಾಲಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಸ್ we have seen that the low scores, low total scores, or the failures in CA foundation exam, we see that there are maximum students, like out of the failures, the maximum students have failed in law. Then next comes account, then next comes maths, and the last is economics. And this time you know that in the next, that is upcoming examination, June 2024 examination, in which you will be writing in the new pattern, complete 100 marks law paper is there, which tells that you need to be very careful and you need to be very serious about this subject. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us start how to study law for CA foundation examination. First thing, have a perfect plan. Now question comes, sir, what is the perfect plan? When to start your studies and what is the last date for finishing your studies? For example, if June 1st is the examination, then at least by 1st of May you should finish your studies so that you can revise in the next 1 month. Then revision time. See, you should remember that with studies you need to give time for revision. For example, when you finish your Indian Contract Act and you are studying like Sale of Goods Act, you need to provide some time for revising Indian Contract Act. Otherwise, by the end of all acts which are there, you may forget what you have studied in the initially, that is Indian Contract Act. So with studies you need to give proper time for revision. That is must. Next, testing. See, you need to have plan for tests also, like how you will be testing yourself, that we will discuss in detail later, right? But plan is also needed for your test. Next is after having proper plan, the first thing what you need to do is you need to listen to lectures. The lectures can be online, the lectures can be physical. My preference is you have a physical teacher who can help you to clear all your doubts and who can make your learning interesting, right? So listen to lectures referring to module or study material. Okay, module, module can be of any institute also, right? So study material which is provided by ICAI, I suggest you go with study material provided by ICAI only. Okay, so that is first and foremost step. Listen to lecture. See, self studies is okay, I don't mind, but when you listen to a lecture, the retention value will be more. The person who is expert will simplify the things and present to you. Okay, then after you listen to the lecture, the next thing is study ICAI module at least twice. You need to study. I'm not saying once you need to study. Once at slow pace, finish the lesson, and again once again you study it slow but at a medium pace, so that you get thorough with it. And if any definitions are there, any provisions are there, nothing wrong in by hearting, because in law, you need to present them as it is. Okay. So now, next. Next one is, so now after completion of the particular acts or the chapter, there will be ICAI, there will be questions in ICAI module. There will be theoretical as well as practical. Solve both. That is first one, ICAI, solve all ICAI module problems. Then if you are referring any external notes of any coaching class, your college class, or you have some other class, or JK Shah, PW, Swapnil Patni, any class material is there, refer that. Then once you finished both, the next thing is related to that chapter. What all questions have been asked in the previous year examination, kindly solve them also. Next. Once you are done with all these things, in order to understand whether you are done with it or not, test yourself. The test should be concept-wise test. For example, there comes lifting of corporate wheel, right? Then doctrine of Indoor management. These are the concepts. When you come to sale of goods act, there is a concept of caveat emperor. When it comes to contract act, you have capacity of parties, consideration. You can have concept-wise test, or you can have chapter-wise test, or you can, and once you are done with concept-wise and chapter-wise test, better to go for act-wise test. And the last one is go for full-length mock test, which gives good amount of confidence. Remember, full-length mock tests are must. I have seen in my classes, these full-length mock tests have shaped the career of the students, because these tests will let you know what are your strengths, weakness, where to improve. So these are must. The next is, see, one thing what you need to remember is, if you fail to plan, remember it is a plan to fail. So don't plan for your failure. Fail, don't fail to plan. Otherwise, you will be planning to fail. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for patient listening.